Hola e bem-vindo, everybody, and welcome to the Brazilian Grand Prix. We are here in LSR with myself, Speedy Gunner, or, well, my new name, Speed Ultra, and one of the greats of commentary for this league, Formula Jonah.
Hello everybody, good to be back doing commentary once again, and thank you for joining the stream so far, and Speedy, can't wait to get commentating with you once again.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun season of Group 1, I'd say. We got some returning drivers, B-Tom, Tano, Mango, some of the greats of this league. And we've got a couple other drivers going up from previous classes, like some guy. Who else? Vacant, our last season Group 2 champion, now in Group 1 alongside his friend, close friend, Alexis Beast, who is also in the Haas with him.
Yeah, a lot of changes for this this new season of Season 8. We have the new game, of course, F124, progressing from F123. You mentioned a lot of driver changes as well, with a lot of people moving up, a lot of returning faces as well. Yeah, just a lot of excitement heading into this season. I think a new start for LSR, new era we're heading into, and also the return of Group 1. We had kind of a slow end to Group 1 last season with not a lot of drivers just because of the end of the game cycle. That's something that's normal. But now we're back in full force, ready to get going for a new season of Group 1 with some extremely quick drivers out on track. You mentioned B-Tom in that Alpine, and this is going to be great to see him. Can he get that fourth LSR title? His last coming a few seasons ago, and I think the driver lineup that interests me the most, and this was something we were discussing on the pre-race podcast that we were discussing, or preseason podcast, is that Williams have Mango and Tano, two drivers that are famed in LSR as iconic racers. Of course, they're now teammates, and they have quite the rivalry as well. Will Williams be able to take the championship, the first championship in LSR since Group 2 in season number 1, all the way back on F121, I believe it was. But yeah, a lot of excitement heading into this season, and just honestly can't wait to get things going.
I can't wait either here, and we've got a couple lap times up on the board already. Vasil with a 107.2, 3/10 up on B-Tom, and then a full second down to the rest of the grid. Yeah,
quite a big gap, I guess I'd say, from oh, there goes Robin actually up into second, from first to fourth, but I think that's going to change as the session progresses. We're only a few minutes in. We have 12 minutes left. And I think Rick was mentioning in the comments, no sound, I believe. That's just because the cars are kind of quieter. We're testing something out with the audio graphics and all that sort of thing. But Mango has retired from this session. Yeah, if you could check that would be great.
Retired, but I'm just going to check our audio, see if we're not talking, or if it's just the in-game audio. If it is, we can probably turn it up a bit.
Yeah, I can turn that up for sure. I think they can hear us totally fine. I think it's more just the game audio, because if we go on board with one of these cars, we can tell that
they can definitely hear you.
Very good. But yeah, we are 11 minutes to go of this session. Yeah, Vessel on top. Oh, they can hear you. Okay, great. Yeah, Vessel on top, B-Tom in second, Robin in third. That's the top three so far. But yeah, really, really interesting qualifying session so far. We got a lot of drivers out on the grid. Speedy, you were mentioning that some guy is now in Group 1, a full-time racer. Of course, some guy joined in Group 3, if I'm not mistaken, then progressed to Group 2, now has moved all the way up to the top. And this is something we were discussing on the pre-season podcast, but viewers, one of the big changes for this season is that Group 3 is no longer here. And Speedy, could you talk a little bit more about what can we expect from this season, like in terms of the groups we have in store?
So in terms of the groups, first off, we got Group 1, which we know is going to be quite competitive towards the front. We got Vasil, B-Tom, Robin, Tano, Mango. A lot of top guys here to fight. But Group 2, that's where some of the magic's really going to happen. We've got a really closely knit pack all together. And it's like throwing some salt, some pepper. We are cooking up a meal with this Group 2 season and you all need to be ready. We've got sprint races coming up later in the season. We've got full qualifying being added, so that's something new here. We're going to throw a bunch of stuff into a cauldron, and we're going to try and give you guys, the viewers, the best entertainment we can.
Indeed, yeah, a lot to look forward to, of course. You mentioned full qualifying coming in for a few races this season, which is going to definitely be great. You know, the sprint races as well is something that's really cool. And I think we're going to get some extremely exciting racing. And across the two groups we have of Group 1 and Group 2, it's going to be absolutely incredible. But of course, viewers, we are talking about the this session, of course, Group 1. This is the fastest division in LSR. You mentioned, Speedy, that we have drivers like B-Tom, Robin, Jojo, Mango, Tano, Fight Me Now Bot, so many very quick drivers that have been very successful in LSR's past. And then, of course, we have Group 2, which is coming tomorrow as well. Catch the stream live exactly the same time as this one, just tomorrow on Sunday. But yeah, a lot to look forward to in this session. Very excited to get things going. And I think we should probably talk about where we are, of course. We are, of course, in Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix round 1 of the season. This track is the Autodromo Jose Carlos Passes, or Interlagos circuit. It's got 15 turns to make up the 4.3 kilometer track, or 2.6 miles, and it also has 2 DRS zones. So this is going to be great for drivers to make overtakes down into turn 1. And another point, as we ride on board with Jojo heading into that second DRS zone, down into turn 4 at Destino do Lago. That's going to be a great place to make overtakes for around here. Honestly, Interlagos is probably my favorite circuit on the F1 calendar, just because it provides so much incredible racing in the real-life Formula 1 game, real-life Formula 1 world and game as well. And it just has some great overtaking opportunities. It always provides incredible strategies, drama, of course, and it just is a fun race in general. As someone who is also an endurance racing fan, recently we had the World Endurance Championship come here for the 6 hours of Sao Paulo, and I know this is a Formula 1 racing league, but as someone who does content on that sort of thing, it is great to see the WECs coming back to Sao Paulo, and I think it just proves why this track is so phenomenal. I think we're going to get similar racing to what we have seen in real life here in Group 1.
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to get some great racing. Jonah, you and me both know firsthand how great the racing can be.
Oh, yes.
We've had some great battles around this track, especially in changing conditions, which is something that is quite common around this circuit. We might see some rain later in the weekend, but we'll have to wait and see until the race gets going.
Indeed, yeah, we've definitely have some incredible battles ourselves, and I think these drivers are going to show off some excellent side-by-side action, as we have.
Also breaks into the 106s.
Yep, exactly. 106.938. That's faster than anybody so far. This McLaren driver is proving that he has the opportunity to grab pole position today, and that brings us perfectly into our next topic. Speedy, who do you think is going to be the fastest driver in qualifying today? We have 6 minutes to go. A very close session so far. Can Vasil do it, or is there someone else on the grid that you think will grab pole?
Well, I was thinking Mango until he lagged out and got DNF'd by the game. Sorry about that. But I think Vasil's got it now that Mango's not here anymore. And Vasil just spins on his in-lap, I'd assume.
Yeah, I believe it is his in-lap. I'm riding on board with Robin at the moment, though. He is about a 10th up on his lap time. Let's see what the Mercedes driver can do. Currently with a 107.560. Can he break ahead into second position? The lap times are currently saying that as he comes to the line, here comes the Mercedes W15, and he does not break ahead of B-Tom, stays in third place. And let's see if he'll be able to improve on a further lap as he goes back probably into the pit lane to set a new lap time, unless he's going to be able to set an even quicker lap this time around. Let's see. He's got DRS enabled. Will he set an even faster sector time? No, he is down, so he's definitely on an in-lap now. But we have
he's recharging his ERS.
Indeed.
And he's invalidated.
Yeah, he has invalidated. He is done. I think he's heading into the pit lane for some new tires to potentially head back out on track. But we have the second McLaren.
5 minutes left in the session now.
Indeed, yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be able to grab pole now, because there's so much limited time on my screen as well. I'm also
coming through.
Oh, Tano's left the session. Something happened to him, potentially some sort of glitch. Hopefully he can rejoin soon.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get DNF, because what tends to happen in this game is when you get lagged out, you get retired from your AI. So, also, Remsley, fastest Sector 2 so far.
Let's see what he can do as he comes to the line now. Oh, wow, 107.4.
McLaren 1-2. This reminds me of Imola G3 last season.
McLaren.
Back when I was able to take my first pole, we've got a McLaren 1-2 here.
McLaren have absolutely shocked the party here, bringing a phenomenal lap time there from both Vasil and Remsley. They go first and second. Can anyone deny the British squad and be able to get up into first position? Would come the final minutes of this session. We will see how that goes, of course. But Speedy, I'm not sure if you're getting this glitch, but every once in a while when there's a yellow flag, it's constantly flashing at the top of my screen.
Yes, I'm getting the same thing. It's a spectator glitch. Thank EA for that.
Hopefully they fix that sometime soon, because it is kind of annoying for our viewers. I'm assuming, and that I'm sorry for, but nothing we can really do about that. Hopefully AMS Tano can rejoin the session. Have you seen him rejoin?
Do you have him added?
Unfortunately, I do not, and I won't be able to invite anyway.
I don't have Mango or Tano added. I don't have a lot of these people added. Gaming James retires from the session.
So his time is done as one of the McLarens comes in, the other one going out.
Yeah, I was about to say, why is the McLaren stuck there? I did not see the other one heading out. But, yes, it is Yesil, I believe, going out, right? Yes.
Believe so. I'm going to quickly run on board with B-Tom, and let's take an onboard lap with the Alpine driver and three-time champion. Heading down into turn 1 here, a little bit of a lockup on the left as Tano thankfully rejoins session into the Senna S's. You want to get a good exit off of that corner. A little squirrely, yeah, you're right. As we head down into the second straight now, down to Decino del Lago. He does got traffic
ahead, so let's see, will they get out of the way, or will we have a bit of a stewarding incident?
I think they will get out of the way, or at least the Mercedes will. I'm not sure about the Haas. Into the long right-hander uphill into one of the most difficult braking zones on the track. A little bit of a lockup on the front right there as we head into turn 9. A little bit of a banking section as well as we head down into turn 10. This is where Albon and Hamilton made contact back in 2020. As we head into the long left-hander, turn 11, another banking, and into Junsao, the last of the braking zones here. Turn 12.
The Haas is going to give the Alpine a bit of oversteer, but the Haas is going to give the Alpine some DRS slip, which is really good in this game. DRS and Slipstream being some of the being really buffed. What is the lap time? That's going to put him P2 with a 107.2.
Perfect lap time.
If he did not get squirrely, I have a feeling he could have taken pole there.
But still a competitive lap time from the three-time champion of LSR, B-Tom, a 107.2, splits the two McLarens.
Traffic ahead of Vessel. He was supposed to be on the lap, but I think he's just bailed from it.
I believe Robin's on a lap as well, and he's got traffic ahead, so traffic really is going to be a problem, isn't it, Speedy?
Yeah, oh yeah, traffic is a big issue around this track. Jojo about to start his lap. Tano not yet. Vacant heading through, about to exit Sector 2 on his lap. Let's see, is he going to go better? He's actually not doing a lap right now. He's going to wait till the end of the session.
Jojo is beginning his lap, as you mentioned, into the Senna S. Is looking pretty good so far for the Aston Martin racer as he exits into the second of the straights, heading down to Decino del Lago. Who's next to come across the line as we have 25 seconds left of this first ever qualifying?
Starting his lap now. We got Vacant coming across the line. Robin coming across. He's not going to set a better lap time. He's now going out on his lap. I think he bailed midway through his lap. We got a Williams behind of AMRS Tano. Tano goes wide through turn 2, 3. He's gonna get some slip from the Mercedes. The McLaren's behind, setting a lap. B-Tom back there as well, trying to set a lap, but he's invalidated.
He has validated. It's done for B-Tom. There's nothing he can do. He's going to stay P2 at best. What about the McLarens, though? Vessel in P1, Remsley in P3. Will they change positions? Some guy goes to P7.
Robin has now invalidated his lap as well, so he can only get P4 or higher. We've got a lockup ahead. Who is that? That's probably JoJo. No, JoJo sets his lap, and it's only a marginal improvement. Not good enough.
Birdie goes P12.
Tano taking fastest sector 2 now. He's going to come across to the line. Here we go. It's the race down the strip. Let's see DRS Open getting tow from the Mercedes. Where is Tano going to put his car? It is going to only be another marginal improvement. Not good enough. Remsley is not going to improve either. Neither will Vessel. And this, folks, is your final qualifying order for the Group 1, Round 1 Brazilian Grand Prix.
Fantastic lap time from Vessel there. The only one into the 106s. That is impressive. B-Tom, P2 for Alpine. He's still going to line up on the front row of the grid, and we'll have a very good shot at taking the lead into turn 1. Remsley puts McLaren 1 and 3. That's an incredible performance from the British squad. As now, we're going to see what they can do. Can they convert this result into a double podium? Come race day, we will find out. Also, great result from the Haas drivers. Vacant and Alexis in the top 10. Very solid performance from both racers, but it is McLaren and Vessel that takes pole position in the first ever race for the Season 8 Championship of Lightning Speed Racing. Can McLaren really convert this into a race win? We will find out, but it is Vessel, followed by B-Tom, Remsley, Robin, and Tano. That's a top 5, followed by JoJo, Some Guy, the 2 Haas's, and Gamey James, rounding off the top 10. That's the Group C champion, by the way.
Yeah, and then our not-so-top 10 drivers, we got Bartu, Ferdy, Alcoholic Husk, Viperize, R-Stratting, Sneaky Robbie, and Mango. Mango not getting to set a lap time due to the game, so we'll have to see how he can do from last on the grid.
Yeah, Mango definitely is going to be one to watch out for. We know that he has pace around this track. We know he's a competitive racer. And honestly, considering his stats in league racing, it's surprising that he doesn't have a championship yet in LSR. Will Season 8 be the first time he's able to do that, though? We will see. It is now time for the race, though. Viewers, I am happy to be back commentating with my good friend Tyler here in the commentary box once again. It's been over 5 or 6 months since I've been commentating, and I just wanted to get back into it, and here we are. But if you are new to Lightning Speed Racing, if you haven't seen this racing yet, if you haven't heard our voices, definitely subscribe to this channel. This is a great place to watch for league racing, to join in on the fun as well. We have 2 divisions, of course, for F1. Group 1, of course, this one, the fastest division. Then Group 2 tomorrow, where Speedy and potentially myself and a few other faces will be racing for the glory in their Brazilian Grand Prix. It's going to be absolutely incredible to see what this season provides. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. Follow the social media channels as we get the formation lap underway here in Brazil.
Yeah, and this will give us a bit of time to talk about what's going to happen today. But I do want to kind of mention something, and it's got something to do with the whole sim racing F1 world in general. Jarno Opmeer, he moved from Mercedes to Alpine, and look who our Alpine driver that's at the front is, who also moved from Mercedes in his last seat.
That is a very good point. Yeah, Opmeer, that's a big move in the sim racing community up to Alpine, moves to Alpine. But yeah, B-Tom is now in the Alpine as well. I believe that he raced for Alpine in the past, if I'm not mistaken, but yes, he's returning to Alpine.
I believe the same way that Jarno Opmeer raced for Alpine. I believe one of B-Tom's first rides was Alpine, no?
Oh, Vasel just goes off track. Sorry to interrupt you there, but he's back out. I think it doesn't affect too much. But yeah, B-Tom, one of his first rides was indeed Alpine in this league. I think it was back in Season 3, if I'm not mistaken, or 4.
Yeah, Season 3 should be his ride in Alpine. It wasn't his rookie season, but it still tends to be one of his, I believe, most dominant seasons was Season 3.
Indeed, yeah, it was one of his most dominant seasons, and that was during the time when he was dominating in LSR, won the Season 2 championship by winning every single round except Portugal, which Forzan won, and then he won the Season 3 championship, and then won Season 4's championship, and remains the most successful racer in LSR when it comes to championships, so maybe this will be his 4th championship in Season 8. Speedy, do you have anything else you wanted to say before we get going with this race?
I mean, on dominant. Oh, whoops.
I'm also trying to find a good camera angle for you guys, viewers. Sorry,
my mic just unplugged there.
No worries.
In terms of most dominant, I'd say he is, but I definitely know Kendricks is hunting after. But it is time now. Jonah, you ready?
Yes, let's get this racing underway. Here we go. And it's green flag in Brazil. B-Tom gets a great start, same with Vessel as they head down to turn 1. Here we go in Brazil. Vessel leads. It's Alpine for B-Tom in second, Remsley in third. The top 5 stay pretty much the same.
Some guy getting pushed wide by Gaming James. He's now down to Alexis Beast. Vacant Haddock up from P8 all the way to P6 now. Robin R, he's going to be defending the Haas behind. Tano up to P3. We got Damage flying. We got Carbon Fiber flying off through turn 4.
Yep, in the background there is, and Mango up to 11th as well. Great start by the Williams driver. Perfect start for the Williams. Tano up to P3 and already looking to challenge B-Tom, but he locks up in the process.
KOR 30 getting pushed all the way down to the back. He's got wing damage. He's missing his end plate now.
That is not good news for the Kick Sauber. Meanwhile, Mango making a move all the way up to 9th place. Jojo keeps the position, though, and the Williams racer will have to stay right behind. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it up, though, into P9. Oh, as the Haas makes a little mistake.
Making a massive twitch. He's going to get ghosted. Let's see. Mango now pushing hard. Will Mango get Alexis? He's got no ERS left anymore.
Almost 3 wide. Almost 3 wide ahead.
Gaming James, Robin R, and Vacant Haddock 3 wide into turn 1. They sorted out. Vacant Haddock now all the way up into P5.
James has a little bit of damage as well in the front wing. Vacant moves up to 5th. That's a great performance. Mango and Jojo, meanwhile, going side by side. Here comes the Williams racer. He's got it up into P9. Jojo moves down to 10th, but that's okay as the Williams racer is now trying to challenge the Haas all the way up the order. This driver from the back of the grid is already looking. Look at the speed. He's got the cornering speed into turn 9. He's going to look for the send on the Haas.
Through goes Mango. He's gonna try and make the move, try and stick the move, and he's gonna get it. The Haas just isn't gonna have the traction for him. We've got our possible race strategies back up on the screen now. Soft, medium, or soft, hard being the ideal strategies, but I mean, look at the tires that our drivers are on. Only a couple of them starting on the softs.
Very different strategies, very different, but McLaren actually going for the hards. Look at the train up at the front, though. Vessel holding back B-Tom and Tano. It's a 4-way car fight for the race lead at the moment. This is exactly what we want to see in this league.
But
B-Tom.
Don't count out Vacant. Vacant is now trying to close the gap onto these 4 leaders. He's bringing Gaming James, Robin R, Mango, Alexis, and Jojo with him.
He is, yeah, and he's on those fresh, soft tires. That's going to be really good for Vacant Haddock in that Haas. We will see if he's going to be able to get up there as we have B-Tom still right on the back of Vessel. He was looking to make a move into Ticino del Lago, but couldn't make it. Meanwhile, Husky gets a 3-second time penalty.
First penalty goes to Alcoholic Husk, my Group 2 teammate. He's not doing too well here. He's down in P13, and Viperize also now getting 3 seconds.
Yes, that is true. He is down in P12 at the moment. As meanwhile, Mango looking for the move on Robin, down into Junsao. He goes for it, sends it, makes the move stick. What a brilliant move from the South African.
We have a driver who is only focused on what he wants, and what he wants is the win here today. He is going to push as hard as he needs to. We got a caution at the back. It is part 2. He seems to have spun out of the penultimate corner, but we have B-Tom following Vessel, Tano right behind in that podium. Remsley, he's got a penalty now. Gaming James and Vacant have swapped positions, but look at this. The Shark the Williams of Mango. He is circling around them, and he will get past. It's just how long it's going to take. Robin R goes around.
Yeah, he is off the track, but he's thankfully back on. He will rejoin in P15. Not good news for him, of course, but it's going to be a long race, so he will hopefully regain those positions. Mango right on the back of Vacant. Here we go. Let's see if the Williams can make the move around the outside of turn 10.
Not yet. He's going to do the same thing he just did to his teammate, I believe. No, he goes wide. He's off into the grass.
Hopefully that doesn't affect his tires too much, but he's going to be still on the back of Vacant and Gaming James. Remember, the Red Bull Racer has a front wing damage as well. Back up at the front, Remsley looking for the move on Tano. Down to turn 1. Can he make the move? No. He's going to stick right behind. The McLaren will stay as the 4-car train for the race lead continues. This is absolutely incredible racing. Meanwhile, Vacant and Mango swap positions. They are side by side, and the Williams is ahead.
Inside.
Vacant's gonna come back.
What's gonna happen? Does Vacant have it? No, he doesn't.
And Vacant may want to give the position to his teammate Alexis a few laps later as he is on the softs, and those tires are going to start to degrade as they come through. Mango is going to start chasing down Gaming James as lockup for the Red Bull driver. That's probably because of the wing damage. And viewers, if you thought a 4-way fight for the race lead was intense, think about a 5-way fight because Mango is charging through the field.
Mango all the way up from 17th in 5 laps to 6th. This is a future LSR champion. This is a shark, and he is ready to bite the win.
And so is his teammate as well. Here comes Tano. We might have a 3-wide moment. Here we go down to turn 1. It's the Alpine that takes the lead in the race. Big Tom is looking for this. He's got it. The champion is ahead. Vessel will have to try and re-overtake him, but he's got to worry about Tano as well.
Yeah, we got Vessel, the underdog. We've got B-Tom, the champion. We've got Tano, and we've got Remsley, the rookie, and then we've got Mango. He's dropped down to P9 now.
Yep, there was a little bit of contact at turn 1 with Gaming James, if I'm not mistaken. He's moved down to P10. There's a car off the track, I believe. That is Husk.
Yes, it is. It is Alcoholic Husk. He is struggling to get going. He has no end plates on either side of his front wing.
That is not good news for the Red Bull, or sorry, the RB Racer. B-Tom up at the front, though, back up into the lead of this race. The 4-car train for the race lead continues. And Mango will also have to re-overtake a lot of these drivers to get back up into the front, but I have no doubt that he's got the ability to do that. Can B-Tom hold on to the race lead, though? Here comes Vessel. Is he going to try and do the same that B-Tom did a lap before? He's closing on the Alpine, heading down to turn 1. Is he going to send it? I wouldn't, and he's going to think the same. Vessel stays behind and waits for the second DRS. This is going to be crucial.
For Viperize. Viperize has lost the rear end a little, and he is going again.
B-Tom is going to have to defend.
Train still.
Yep, B-Tom's going to... Oh, and there goes the Williams. Tano looking for the move. I did not see that. That was a surprise. Tano looking for second place. A little bit of wheel banging, it seems, but the Williams racer is going to stay behind. A little bit of glitching I'm seeing as well as they're going side by side. And what a brilliant move from Tano.
And Tano takes it. Tano puts the McLaren on the back foot down to P3. McLaren started near the front. Now they're falling out of podium contention so far. Mango passed Alexis Beast again. And Vacant around.
Did the two Haas's make contact? I think the two Haas's make contact. Alexis has got major damage on the front wing now. Mango is up to 6th.
The two Haas's made contact, and some guy got forced off by one of them, I believe, which got him the penalty.
Indeed. And oh, hold on a second. Back up into the front. Vessel looking for the move for second position. Remember, viewers, these two McLarens have hard tires. So going for the lead is probably not something that they're focused on exactly right now. It's all about the strategy. Tano looking for the move.
Mango up into P5 now.
Oh, and Jojo is out.
Jojo retires in the pit lane.
Yep, I'm not sure exactly why he has retired. There's no clear indication why. Meanwhile, up at the front, it's getting very, very close, very intense. The top 4 are separated by just a few tenths of a second. This is absolutely incredible. Mango up to 5th, Alexis down to 6th, Vacant is down to 9th. Those stops are not working out, it seems. They're starting to degrade a little bit as Jojo becomes our first retirement.
Yeah, and I don't believe we will see Husk getting back into the points this race. He is nearly lapped as the leaders are coming around. Here we go again. We are coming through straight to the first DRS straight. Let's see, will Tano be able to take the lead from B-Tom? Vettel right behind, so is Remsley.
Here goes Vessel. Watch out for Remsley, viewers. The Williams is going to stay ahead, but the McLaren is pouncing. Here we go. The racing continues as these 4 cars are giving us an absolutely incredible show here on the first race for Season 8. Meanwhile, some guy has made the move ahead of the Lexus Beast. That's probably because of the damage as the McLaren once again looks for the move on the Williams. He's going to send it. A little bit of glitching going on my screen. I don't think that's actually what's going on in the game, though, as Vessel's going to stay behind in third.
I'm getting the same glitching. Where they're turning like straight left and then going back.
Yeah, it's very interesting how that's happening, but yeah, I think that's probably not exactly what's going on, but we'll see. As a very fierce battle going on for sixth right now.
Mango already broken a 2-second gap to the rest of the drivers behind him, but he's not catching the lead. He's basically thrown himself into no man's land. And Tano, did he lock up or go wide there?
Something happened to Tano. He's moved down to 4th. Yeah, he's dropped outside that. I mean, he's still in the battle here, but something happened with Tano. It might have locked up. He doesn't have any damage, thankfully, so that's good. But the McLarens are now 2nd and 3rd. Might be seeing a switch here as Remsley's going to go side by side with Vesel. Maybe stay behind. Whoa, Vesel up to the lead!
Remsley is almost just not focusing on team orders here. He looks like he wants to go for the win as well. We've got the king, we've got the underdog, and we've got the rookie all here in the battle for the lead right now.
That was an impressive move by Vesel up the inside of B-Tom and takes the move into turn 1. The McLaren has taken the lead. Maybe those hards are starting to find a little bit more pace now as we head into the 10th lap of this event. B-Tom still in 2nd now as he splits the 2 McLarens, and we'll see Cantano and Mango climb back up up through the field. I think you mentioned that Mango is starting to catch up a little bit more, right? He's gained a few more tenths.
He's mostly just been sitting around the same 7.5 tenth area, really. He hasn't really caught, but he's pulled away from Gaming James, Alexis Beast, and some guy. But we might see the first driver lap today. We've got the RB of Alcoholic Husk 13, and he's right in front of the leaders.
He is, and will this be will the RB racer be ghosted? I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Okay, good. I don't think it will affect anything then. Meanwhile, B-Tom is looking for the move on the McLaren, but he's actually got to worry about the McLaren behind more than the McLaren ahead because Remsley is right there, and he's looking to make that move as we get an overhead shift.
I believe the hard tires have rubbered in now. I believe the hard tires are ready to go.
Yeah, they're much quicker now as we head into lap 11. This is turning out to be a brilliant strategy by McLaren as Vesel and Remsley both are on the hards for the British team. Alexis and Gaming James swap position. They both have a little bit of damage. I wonder if they're going to come into the pit lane soon to repair that those damaged wings. Some guy there as well. Just remember,
some guy without damage, but he's just been stuck behind this ding dong battle. He has he got a little squirrely there as I'm watching from the helicopter cam. He nearly lost the rear end going up the quick right-hander, but he's just been stuck behind this battle. They both have damage. He has nothing, and he knows if he can get ahead, he might just be able to pull away.
Yeah, and maybe make this a six-way fight for the overall lead, because Mango has dropped back a little bit. He's kind of in no man's land at the moment.
Mango's tires have fallen off. The soft pit lap, actually, we should have the pit window for softs is now open, so we should have soft tire runners start pitting soon. So I just wonder when Mango nearly loses the rear end. He's got off track a little.
That's going to lose him even more time. He's now 10 seconds to his teammate. That's not good news for the Williams. These tires are really dropping off.
Yeah, I believe he needs to get these tires off his car.
Gaming James and Alexis are side by side.
If Mango can... Oh, yes, they are the damaged duo. Side by side, going up the quick right. Some guy looking for the move again. He's not going to get it. But Mango, if he comes in now, he can either go for a 2-stop, or he can stick it out on the hards and run all the way till the end if he wants to.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good strategy, and then that would work out. I think. Oh, and the Haas is off. That's Alexis out of the race. That's a big spin.
We've got a hard crash, and the safety car is now out. I missed that. I was not paying attention to that, but I can see Alexis hard into the wall on the right-hand side of the track. That is not going to be good for Haas's team. One driver fell back due to also KOR 30. He's now got a penalty due to speeding under safety car. So now we've got another driver with, I believe that's a 10-second in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's a drive-through.
Oh, it is a drive-through. Yeah, that's a drive-through. That's not good news for Ferdy, as he's going to move. He's going to have to pit later on. But this has completely changed the race now. This is going to allow for certain racers to pit and get an opportunity. Mango in a good position. Robin and some guy have moved up the order, which is great. This is also great news for Gaming James, as he's able to pit and replace that front wing and hopefully get a nice reset. But gotta say, heartbreak for Alexis.
So Gaming James might have damage again because he just hit the pit wall exiting.
Let's take a look. Riding on board with Gaming on James.
Also, 5 tires in the pit lane. Gaming James. It looks like he's got a little bit of scuffing to his front right end plate. Not major damage, but a little bit.
Oh, and good news. This allows Husk to actually get ahead back on the lead lap, and he'll be able to get back in the fight. So that's good news. But the leaders are pitting. Vessel into the pit lane. Oh, it's a double stack at McLaren. And it looks like Tano also pitting. Vessel takes the lead. B-Tom, good stop. Slow stop for Remsley. He's going to exit in P4. Tano's going to get ahead. What about some guy? Is he going to jump?
Look at some guy. He's not pitting yet. He's going to jump a couple of these guys here.
He's going to jump into third. Some guy has joined the fight on those hard tires. It's going to be the Kick Sauer in the lead. They are worn. That is true. 13 laps. But look at his position. He's jumped into the fight for the race lead here, even though those tires are worn.
Some guys gained 4 positions, but the biggest gainer of the race. We got to give it to our favorite Sharkman. We got to give it to Mango. He's gone from P17 to PE6. He has gained 11 positions this race. He is pushing hard, and he's not going to give up. And guess what, Jonah? This is what's now going to give him a chance to get right back into this championship battle and into the lead. It may be race 1, but you always have to be thinking about the championship battle as MS Tano lags out of the session.
Yeah, it's not good news for Tano, but yeah, speaking of his teammate Mango, definitely in a good opportunity to get into this fight. He's right in the back, new tires, hard tires, and this is great news. So hopefully Tano can rejoin the session. He's gonna rejoin hopefully in 4th when he gets back. Hopefully one of these racers can invite. Unfortunately, we don't have the opportunity or the ability to invite Tano back to the session. But yeah, lap 15 we're about to begin, and Vessel's going to lead this safety car train to green flag racing once again. We are under caution, we're under yellow flag. But yeah, this is going to be absolutely incredible, and it's really going to depend on what happens here.
They're going 3 wide back there.
Oh,
sorry,
are they?
I was looking at the safety car, and I think Vacant is trying to overtake Mango.
I wonder what happened there. That's interesting. Well,
probably just a bit of tomfoolery. Those two are close friends, so I have a feeling that Vacant was definitely intentionally trying to overtake Mango there.
Well, something I've noticed that's kind of interesting is that Vasel and Remsley on the mediums beat Tom and Tano and Mango on the hards. This is a split strategy from what we've seen before.
Yeah, that is actually interesting. I'm not sure that the mediums are going to last as long as the McLaren drivers want them to.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure. We'll see what happens, because the McLarens, they may have to pit again. We'll see. We'll see. I think...
They may be hoping for a late race safety car, though.
That's true. That is true. They might be hoping for that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And safety car should be in this lap, I believe. If not, it's in next lap, but I think it comes in this lap.
Yeah, I'll come in maybe this lap if Haas can rejoin. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna stay out for another one though.
Yeah, I think we're.
Oh,
safety car. This is a really late safety car in.
It's because Husk reached the Sector 3 line. That's kind of how it goes sometimes with these safety cars. They're weird. But that means that we have an opportunity to see some incredible racing. Green flag is about to get back underway as Vessel gets a very wonky start but leads.
Yeah, he pulls away perfectly. And look at the Williams. They're not able to get the greatest start, but Mango, he's going to go straight for a move on Remsley. Tano might have just backed up Remsley intentionally to get his teammate through on the McLaren.
Yeah, Mango up to P5 now. That's interesting. If Tano may be helping out Mango here, we'll see how that goes. This is a good reset. Also, wanted to point out that some guy might have an opportunity here to use those warm tires because B-Tom, Tano, Mango, they're on tires that are kind of new. They need to warm up. They need some time. Meanwhile, Gaming James makes the move on Vacant Haddock, is up into P7. This is a good good opportunity for Gaming James to get in the fight as well. Tano and some guy switch. Oh,
Mango's around.
Mango is a little bit around. He's joined in P7 or 8. P7, I believe.
He's battling for 8. I believe Tano tried to send a move up the inside, and some guy just closed it off.
Some guy's losing a lot of time, actually. These tires are not working out. Remsley going around the outside of John Sao as he goes for the move, takes the move. Gaming James now looking for the move.
3 second. That's 6 seconds now for Remsley.
That is not good news for his result in this race because that's going to move him down the order quite a bit.
And here comes Mango again. Mango is pushing hard. He's got no ERS left. Vessel takes the fastest lap of the race so far, but there is a battle right ahead of Mango, and he's going to try and get past this.
Yeah, and it depends on where he can make this move because Remsley and Gaming James are having an absolutely amazing battle right now.
I think he's just going to try and follow Remsley through. Look at that dive bomb. He's going to try and go for the move, but Gaming James is going to close it off.
He had a little bit of oversteer, it seems, and he just had to back out. There was no way for him to be able to make that move without contact, so that was smart by Mango to make that move. Wow!
He is looking for it. He is not happy with the spin he had on the restart, and now he is going to push hard.
I think he also knows
to give this everything he's got.
I think he also knows that he's got very strong pace as well. Like, this is his downforce levels from watching his onboard right now are very, very good compared to other drivers that I've seen so far. Meanwhile, Robin and some guy make a switch. Robin up into P8.
Some guy off the track. That's going to put Rick Striding, the league's owner, into the points now. Sneaky Robbie up to P9, Robin up to P8.
Mango's going for the move on Gaming James down the inside of turn 1. Is he going to go for it? He's going to send it. Can Gaming James give him enough room? Mango's going to back out
though, because he might just want that bit of DRS pull.
Oh, but Gaming James gets the DRS too.
Ooh, and Gaming James has more ERS than Mango does.
That's true.
Bacon has a lot more than the rest of them, though.
He does, yeah. Bacon's actually... His ERS is working out.
In the background pretty much all race. I have a feeling we might see a race win from our G2 previous championship this season.
He's got a chance for sure. Bacon's shown some really strong pace so far, and yeah, I mean, same with Group 2 in the past. I mean, he's a driver that can definitely get race wins here in Group 1. Has the opportunity, has the ability, has the pace. So we'll see. Meanwhile, battle for P9 at the moment. Sneaky Robbie and R. Stratting. This is, of course, the league owner, as you mentioned, Speedy, just a moment ago, and he's looking to make the move for P9 as a reserve. Meanwhile, Mango and Gaming James have swapped positions once again. I believe Mango has got ahead of the Red Bull, and he has. Vacant will look to make a move as well.
Gone for the overtake, and now he's going to get DRS on Remsley as well, so he's going to try and pull himself up into a P4.
He is. Also,
Vessel. Look at Vessel. Or Vasel. He's pulled away from B-Tom quite a bit.
He has, yeah, 2.4 seconds. The McLaren is absolutely flying out there. Very strong pace from Vasel here. He could definitely get the win. I think he's one of the drivers.
Rick just got hit by Sneaky Robbie. Rick around. Bartu off the track and avoiding action. Sneaky just didn't give Rick any room on the inside there, and it looked like they made contact, and Rick saved it, but he got really sideways.
That's not good news for the RB racer. He'll get ahead of some guy. Meanwhile, Bartu in the Ferrari gets a 10-second time penalty.
That's probably going to get removed because he had to take evasive action to avoid a unghosted Rick.
Yeah, if he reports that to the stewards, they'll probably remove that. So yeah, okay, that's definitely good news for Bartu. Hopefully he'll be able to get that removed, because otherwise it would not be good.
Still.
Yeah, he is
catching. Look at this Williams. He is catching by a couple tenths each lap. He's got more ERS as well. He is intimidating Remsley. He is the intimidator here today. He has moved his way all the way up from P17, dead last on the grid due to a glitch not allowing him to set a lap time, and he's pulled himself within 3/10 of P4 now.
He has, yeah. He's been able to catch up. This is good news for Mango here, and good news for Williams in general, as they have already a car in the podium position. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be definitely cool. Also, viewers, I wanted to point out something that this is what we're seeing right now is absolutely incredible, of this fight for the race lead. But I want to point out that a lot of the drivers that are in Group 1 full-time are not here today. So you have drivers like Vindovs, another one, Kali, I believe, as well, fighting now bot. Well. Yep, and Tommy XXC. Meanwhile, Remsley makes the move for P3.
What I do know is the top 5, or I think it's the top 7, are all full-time drivers.
So, I believe so. Oh, and actually the top 9, I believe, because Robin and Sneaky Robbie are also full-time racers.
Yeah, so let me just double-check that.
Meanwhile,
in the Aston, and Robin. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the top 9 before Bartu got into it were full-time drivers. And I believe some guy
is a full-time.
Alexis. Yeah, some guy, Alexis, and JoJo are the other full-time drivers.
I believe so. I think JoJo might be reserved because I believe Bono is a full-time racer at Aston Martin, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, Mango's left the session!
Yeah, JoJo. Mango, oh no, Mango's internet seems to have died while he was chasing down his teammate. That is not good.
Williams having a lot of lag issues today. It has not been the day. Hopefully someone can invite him.
I don't think I have him added, but I will check.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good, because we want to get him back in. Hopefully he can rejoin. He's lost a position to Gaming James. He's going to lose a position to Vacant as well, who's going to get past into P6. Mango has had seriously strong pace, but has been... he's been hit with a lot of bad luck. First the DSQ, then I think Contact, and now this. It's just... it has not been Mango's day, even though he's been very, very competitive. One of the fastest drivers here, for sure. Meanwhile, Bartu and Sneaky Robbie switch positions. The Ferrari has moved ahead.
I sent Mango a friend request, but he hasn't accepted it yet, so I can't invite him.
Okay, well, hopefully Mango can rejoin through one of the other invites, or he can accept your friend request and you can invite him. But we hope to see Mango back in the session very soon. Robin is also chasing down these the top 7 as well. We'll see what he can do. Back up at the front, Vasil has built up a 4.2 second gap to B-Tom. B-Tom is actually losing a little bit of time to Vasil's teammate, Remsley. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of a yellow flag. I think that might have been for the Ferrari of Bartu, who's going to move down to P12 below some guy, if I'm not mistaken. But meanwhile, a lockup from, I believe, the Williams of Tano. Who actually won the championship in Group 2 in Season 2 at this very track many years ago. We'll see if he's going to be able to get another championship in LSR, this time in the Premier League of Group 1. So we'll see.
Mango is trying to rejoin at the moment, but I don't think it's going very well for him.
He needs an invite. I don't know if... Did you send him an invite?
I told him to accept my friend request, and he said it's fine, leave it, so... I think he's got an invite already, and it's just not working.
Well, hopefully, sometimes there's that glitch, which I hate from this game. That's one of the things I don't like about this game is that you try and join, and it's like, oh, you can't join, or something doesn't work, and it's just so many glitches. Oh, B-Tom gets very squirrely off the exit of Juncel. Remsley's going to
allow Remsley. Remsley gets through on the Alpine. It's going to be a McLaren 1-2 now. We got
Watch
a caution
Tano,
at the
watch
back.
Tano.
That's for Sneaky Robbie around in the back, but here comes Tano. He is now making a move up the inside of the Alpine, and that's how to lose 2 positions on one straightaway.
Good news as well, Mango has joined the session, he has rejoined. That's great news for the Williams driver, but not good news for the second Williams driver as B-Tom is looking to re-overtake Tano. Doesn't do it though, and this battle for second is getting absolutely incredible. Vasil has broken away from this fight and is now cleanly out in front, and now his teammate Remsley is going to have to defend against Tano if McLaren are looking to get the best result possible. Remsley has to play the team game. He's got those penalties, he's likely not going to be on the podium here. Unless something major happens or something like that, or if he gets a penalty removed, he's got to play the team game and help out Vasil to get this race win. The longer he can hold up Tano and B-Tom, the better.
Bartu's around at the back. He's out of the
race. Safety car!
That's going to call out another safety car. That's going to help Mango again. Mango, you are getting lucky with these safety cars, dude.
Bartu out at that turn 5. That is not good news for the Ferrari racer. But that's going to...
I believe he just spun himself. I don't think he was around anyone.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder how that happened. McLaren are double stacking. McLaren are double stacking. Vasil into the pit lane. Let's see what he does. He's going to pit onto the soft compound tires. Remsley, how quick will McLaren do this? Pretty quick stop, actually. That's a pretty good stop.
A little bit of slow up, but let's see how much will that slow up affect. It's going to only affect one of... He's only going to get pushed back by 1 position, and that's to the Williams. The Alpine's still behind. And Tano on the mediums.
Yeah, that's surprising. Tano and Vacan and Robin also on the mediums as well. So Tano maybe doesn't have enough softs, or his soft tires are they're degraded a little bit, or he thinks that the mediums are a better option.
Some guy also pitting off of those 24-lap old hards onto the soft tires.
Oh yeah, this safety car has benefited some guys so much here because he's able to get off of those tires. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and we've got split strategies all around, really.
Indeed.
We've got but we don't have anyone on the hards, thankfully.
And
also, I believe wasn't Vasil's strategy medium, soft?
I believe so.
No, it was hard, medium, soft.
Yeah, hard, medium, soft. I don't know if he was going to make it to the end or like, with those mediums, but this has actually helped him out quite a bit.
Bacon's gone soft, medium, and Robin's gone hard, medium. So, and Tano has used mediums twice in this race with a medium, hard, medium as well.
Interesting. So this changes things up quite a bit then. Well, we'll see how this goes as we make it to the checkered flag with just a few laps remaining of this event. It's definitely going to be an exciting event. Do not go away, viewers. Keep your eyes peeled to the screens as this is going to be an absolutely incredible end to the Brazilian Grand Prix in lightning speed racing as safety car conditions are brought out once again due to a Ferrari going off at turn 5, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Vasil must be feeling a little frustrated because he did build up such a good gap, around 4 to 5 seconds to beat Tom in the Alpine. But this safety car does help him out on the strategy side of things, but also diminishes that gap. And now Tano is the one right behind, and he'll have to defend against all these drivers. Once again, Remsley is going to need to play the team strategy here in order for him to help out his teammate Vasil to get that win. We will see how that works out, though, for sure.
But I feel like no one right now can be more frustrated than Remsley. He's got, I think, 6 seconds of time penalties. Yes, 6 seconds of time penalties. And he pulled away, but now everything's back bunched up again. So he's going to have to try and make as much of a gap to drivers behind as he can to limit damages to his points.
Yeah, he's gonna need to he's gonna need to pull ahead. That's the only way he's able to salvage a podium or something like that with this safety car.
Yeah, and we should be going green this time by. If I'm not mistaken, yes, we are going green this time by.
You are correct. Yep, Vasil's going to lead the field to green once again for 10 laps. It's a sprint to the finish.
Can he get another good launch again?
And here's the thing, Speedy. Where is he going to go? That's my question.
Where is he going to go? Well, only way he can go. Forward. He's got to try and push away. That's all he can do. He's got to try and break DRS on the restart, and look at that great launch.
Perfect launch.
Vasil has worked green again. Remsley looking for a move on Tano. B-Tom being overtaken by Gaming James. Here comes James up the inside of B-Tom. Bit of contact against the Red Bull Squirrely, but B-Tom's going to hold the position. Vacant now behind. Robin ahead of Mango. Mango really looking to get right back past. He's already
James.
down to 33. James, yes, trying to make a move again on the Alpine and B-Tom.
James is going to stay right behind, though, the Group C champion right there. Meanwhile, Robin right on the back of Vacant. That's our closest gap. Maybe James and... oh, is James going to send it?
Sending it again! But he's not going to get there.
Robin and Vacant side by side. Vacant's going to go side by side with the Mercedes. He's going to get ahead. Robin's going to get ahead of the Haas driver. Mango looming right in the background as well, looking to make that move. He's actually going to try potentially to get that overtake done into Jun Sao. He's got to get these overtakes fast.
He's not going to get it done yet.
He's going to wait till the DRS stretch. Of course, there's no DRS right now because of the safety car, but hopefully he'll be able to make a move on Vacant and get ahead.
Look at Vasil. He's already outside of DRS off the restart.
He is. Mango got ahead of Vacant. The Williams is ahead.
Tano's closed up again. He might get DRS off of Vasil. He will. So let's see how much will this DRS help out Tano to catch up to the leading McLaren.
He's got to worry about the one behind him. 1/10 of a second to Remsley and Tano. That is incredibly close between the two drivers. Tano's got to defend for his life if he wants second place.
Robin and Gaming James now. That's about a looks like it's about to happen. Nope.
And Mango
has dropped back a bit.
Mango right there,
closing to Robin. Mango pushing Robin through the corner. And
he's gonna
Mango's sending it.
Oh, contact!
He puts the elbows out on the Mercedes. They're both lucky to get through that alive.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive from Mango there, unless that was some sort of like wheel spin or something like that. But yeah, Robin definitely affected by that in a negative way. Here goes Remsley and Tano. Remsley's going to make the move. McLaren up into the lead. Here goes B-Tom as well. B-Tom to the lead.
Williams.
B-Tom. Oh, there's contact. B-Tom's around.
We've got the Alpine around. He is going to drop behind Gaming James now. Here comes Mango.
B-Tom's fifth now. Mango going to have to try and make this move. B-Tom doesn't get damaged. That's good news for him. Mango trying to go around the outside. He's going to stick in P6, though. And B-Tom's going to stay in P5. But Mango gets a monster run. Here we go.
Here we go. Up. Oh, and Mango gets pushed under the grass a little.
Robin's right behind that Mercedes looking to try and get the move up into P6 as well. This racing is absolutely intense here at the peak of the lightning speed racing. James has now bridged a gap between himself and B-Tom, so B-Tom doesn't have the DRS.
Too long, I don't think. Look at B-Tom, he's trying to close the gap to the Red Bull ahead.
He is, yeah, and that's going to be great for B-Tom. It's absolutely crucial for him to stay ahead of Mango. He needs this DRS at every bit of inch he has.
Get it. Here we go. Mango.
Watch Tano.
These two have a great rivalry, but look at Tano. He's hunting down Remsley now.
Tano right behind Remsley. Sorry to cut you away from the other action, but Remsley is going to have to defend, but he's not going to be able to. Tano's got the speed. He's got the incredible run down to Deceno Delago and the Williams.
Here comes Mango. Mango trying to force a move around the outside of the Alpine. Alpine's going to squeeze him, and he's not going to get the push, and it's going to stay B-Tom ahead.
B-Tom continues to lead this pack as the rest of the field are closing in. The gap between all these drivers is just a few tenths of a second, proving why Group 1 is Group 1. 30 laps into this race. Here we go. 7 laps remaining. Can Vasil do this, or can Tano catch up? Remsley still 6/10 behind. Tano has continued to break away.
And if pushing now, I think the sauce is starting to die out. I know it might be a bit early, but the sauce could start to be burnt out now.
That's true. That's true. Look at the speed that Tano has. He's gaining 7 to it's 1.7 now to Vasil. 1.6 now.
Vasil hits. There is a 4-kilometer difference between the two drivers at the end of the first straightaway. We've got Tano hitting 300 with Vasil only managing to hit 296.
Meanwhile, a huge battle going on here for 4th place. Gaming James side by side with B-Tom. Mango and Robin in the fight as well. Can James take this? He gets pushed out a little wide, but there's still clean racing, respectful racing between the two champions of lightning speed racing.
And look at the Mercedes behind Mango. He's gonna send it, but it might not be enough. Here we go.
Oh,
and
contact! There is contact between the two drivers there. Robin is gonna continue on, but he's gonna exit in P8. That might get looked over by the stewards. Mango and Robin making contact. Meanwhile, the battle up at the front of this train here is B-Tom and Gaming James. Mango in the fight too, but Mango might get a penalty or Robin might get a penalty for the contact behind. B-Tom has got the speed. He's got the ability to re-overtake Gaming James and get himself into P4. Let's see if the Alpine can do this. As he goes down into turn 1, he's going to pull to the inside line and likely take the lead of this train here.
3 wide into turn 1. Here comes Tano at the
Mango's around.
Mango goes around. It's going to be B-Tom coming out the most profitable from this interaction, and it's going to be Gaming James down to P5.
Not yet, though. Gaming James looking for the move.
Gaming James looking. He's not going to get there just yet, but let's see. We've seen some people go for moves up this hill. Nothing yet.
He's going to have to back out. There's no way for him to do that. Same with the 3 wide moment. There was no way for them all to stay 3 wide with the direction they were taking. One of them was going to spin, and that's exactly what happened. Mango off the track there and down to P10. It has not been his day in terms of what's happened out on track. He's been quick, but he has not been lucky.
Tano. He's closed up to 1.4 now on the McLaren ahead.
He has. Yep, that's true. Also, good point to mention that the battle for P4, which is now between about 3 or so cars, is technically the battle for P3.
We've got an RB off at the back. It's Alcoholic Cusk.
Indeed. Oh, and there goes Gaming James around the outside, takes the overtake, and makes the move up into P4. Now, B-Tom will have an opportunity to try and re-overtake him. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is absolutely intense. 1.5 seconds. Meanwhile, B-Tom looking for the move. Round the outside, Gaming James defends all he can. He gives enough space, though, for B-Tom, but B-Tom's eventually going to back out. Nothing he can do at the particular moment. James in P4, followed by CPI, B-Tom. Robin in P6 gets ahead of Vacant. The battle for P6 is also going on as Mango back up into P8.
Ahead of some guy.
Yep, he is. He's back ahead, and now 2 seconds to Vacant. He should be able to close that gap, unless Vacant actually has medium tires. So hopefully that will work out for Vacant. We'll see how that goes. And Vacant's battling for the P6 at the moment.
That is Alcoholic Husk. He's spun in entering the pit lane. I think he's just going to retire here.
He might. Let's see. But meanwhile, back at the front, he is going to retire. Tano, 1.2 seconds. He's almost in DRS range to Vasil.
Come on, let's see a great battle to the line. Come on, Tano, close that gap and let's get racing.
3 laps to go here in Brazil. Tano is chasing down.
1.1 seconds now.
Remsley behind as well, but that's not going to matter. But Remsley might be able to help his teammate here for McLaren to take the victory in Brazil. Tano is right on the back. We'll see if this is going to be able to do it.
A bit of carbon fiber spinning up from the back of his car. I think he damaged his
contact!
a little.
B-Tom and Gaming James make contact. They're both off the track. There's damage as well. What happened between the two drivers?
Crash for both drivers.
The stewards are definitely going to be looking into that one, but Gaming James, major damage. B-Tom, major damage.
Bacon and Robin up to P4 and 5. Mango trying to chase down for a top 5 finish. Podium is outside of the matter, but look at this. The other Williams, Tano, he's closed up a full second. He is now chasing down this McLaren for the win and the first win of the season.
Tano, 0.4 of a second. Here we go, viewers. This is the penultimate lap of the Brazilian Grand Prix in the first race of Group 1 in season number 8. The Williams driver has got the speed. The medium tires are working out for Tano as he is looking for his second win here in Brazil in lightning speed racing.
I think Tano's going to try and wait as long as he can to make this overtake.
Oh, Vasil makes a mistake.
Look at Remsley. Look at Remsley. He's going to try and send a move on Tano up the hill, but he's going to get blocked off now.
The battle for the win is absolutely heating up. It's a 3-car train. Unfortunately, Remsley has penalties, but this will still be intense. Tano losing a little bit of grip on the exit. This might be for Vasil. This is absolutely intense. Viewers, you couldn't ask for anything more intense.
To finish on the podium now, even with his penalties, due to the gap behind to Robin R.
That is true. Here we go, viewers. The final lap.
We've got 1 to go. White flags out. Let's see who's going to come away the champion of Brazil. We've got Tano making a move already.
Tano takes it.
On the outside.
Tano to the lead in Brazil. The final lap begins. The Williams is in the lead of this race. Can Vasil do anything to defend? I think those softs are too old, though. They've dropped off. That's it. Tano is in the lead. Can Vasil send anything? No. This is all on Tano, though. He has to not make a mistake. Or
this is Tano's race to lose now.
It is. It is truly Tano's race to lose. This is the final lap of the race. Can he maintain the lead of this event? 3/10 the gap on the final lap of the race in Group 1. This is getting absolutely intense here.
It's all going to come down to Sector 3. Will we see the McLaren burn all of his ERS? They both have equal ERS. But what will happen with the slipstream and DRS being one of the biggest things on this game, being really powerful, but a 7 to 8/10 now. It looks like it's over. Tano is going to come through all the way to the line, and we have your Brazilian champion, AMS Tano. Yuki wins here in Brazil for round 1 of Group 1 in LSR.
We've won here.
Vasil behind and Remsley in 3rd.
He won here back in Season 2 with Mercedes. That was his champion drive. 6 seasons later, he's on top in Group 1. He is now a winner once again in LSR. Is this the start of a champion's drive? Will Tano be our champion? We will find out. But McLaren, absolutely phenomenal performance. An incredible race here. A dramatic event. And that is the finish of this event.
Yeah, we have CPI B-Tom managing to squeak out a 9th place after the crash. But Mango is our driver of the day and rightfully earned. From last all the way up to, I believe, 6, he made it. But look at this. We've got Williams returning back to the top step of the podium with AMS Tano, your Brazilian Grand Prix winner.
Absolutely incredible. Williams on top in Group 1.
The Mercedes was able to get the podium away from Remsley somehow. Remsley must have gotten another penalty at the line.
I feel like that's glitched. I feel like, because Remsley, it said that he was disqualified or was down to 10th or something like that. I think he might have gotten 3rd there. I don't think Robin got 3rd, even though it says it does. But that's the finishing order.
Game, it probably was glitched.
I think it was glitched, because look, Remsley down to 12th, even though he had a 6-second time penalty. That's glitched. Remsley will be 3rd. So Tano is P1, followed by the 2 McLarens, even though it doesn't say that. Vasil in P2. What a finish to this Brazilian Grand Prix. And Speedy, I think that's just the start of what's to come. Considering this is the first event of the season, this is all going to be a learning game for a lot of these drivers. We still don't have the full season grid. We don't have the rest of the other fast drivers. If we saw this competitive racing, like of 6 cars battling for the race lead, imagine when all those other drivers that are not here today are going to be fighting in that fight as well. This is going to be the best season yet for Group 1. I cannot wait for this, and to be honest, viewers, I'll for sure be back commentating this again, because I had an absolutely amazing time doing this with you, Tyler, today.
Yeah, and I will invite you back with Grace to the commentary booth, Jonah. Next week we will be going to Portugal. So we got double Portuguese races to start off the season for us. But remember, tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. EST. Group 2 will be running. Vacant Haddock should be the commentator for that race. It's going to be a fun one, everyone. And I hope to see you all soon. Have a great rest of your day, folks. This is LSR signing off.
Thank you so much, viewers. Yep, we will see you coming tomorrow for Group 2. Speedy, thanks so much for joining me as well. And as he mentioned, see you later, LSR.